Top Most Attractive Women by Zodiac Sign. There are women whose beauty is impossible to get enough of. Their appearance is like magic. Their look is like attraction. They are not just attractive, they know how to stop time with just one appearance. This is not an accident. Their zodiac sign has given them a special combination of external energy, gestures, facial expressions, and femininity that hypnotizes. Today you will find out under which signs the most charming and desirable women are born, those who are impossible to forget. This video is not about tastes, it is about the power that a woman carries within herself when her nature coincides with her sign. There are no random ones in this list. Each of them is chosen for specific features, radiation, manner of being, and perhaps your sign will be on this list. If you want to know what qualities make a woman truly attractive and how this is related to her zodiac sign, stay until the end. Subscribe if the energy of strong and beautiful women is close to you, and if you want to hear more such truthful analyses in an esoteric style, without water and cliches. And in the comments, write which of the women you know this is similar to. Sometimes the coincidence is striking in its accuracy. Let's begin. The most attractive women of the zodiac are not a coincidence, but a formula that we will now unravel. The first sign of Pisces. Her beauty is not immediately obvious, but if you stay close to her longer, you will not be able to tear yourself away. The Pisces woman has that very attraction that does not require words, makeup, or poses. Her strength is in her subtle energy, her deep gaze, her ability to be light and warm at the same time. This is the woman who is difficult to talk about, but impossible to forget. She does not play, she simply lives in the flow of feelings, and this captivates more than any external effects. She has a special type of attractiveness, soft, but not weak. When she looks, you want to tell more than you know about yourself. There is no harshness in her gestures, no pressure in her intonations. But you have already fallen into her field. She attracts not with her appearance, she absorbs attention, and you no longer want to look for anyone else. Her manner of moving, bowing her head, pausing in a conversation, all this creates a feeling of a deep inner world. This is not a mask, not an image, not a role. This is an essence imbued with subtle aesthetics. A Pisces woman can be completely different in appearance, from fragile to spectacular. But regardless of the external image, she has something more, sensual depth. She will not emphasize her merits, they themselves come to the fore. Because she has inner integrity, rare femininity, capable of disarming even the most indifferent. She knows how to be what you lack. And this is not pretense, this is natural empathy. Pisces read your desires before you realize them. And this is the source of their attraction. They become a mirror in which you see yourself better. But the longer you're around, the more you understand that this is not a mirror at all. It is a whirlpool that sucks you deep, and there is no way back. She can be silent, but it is her silence that speaks louder. She can be modest, but next to her you feel important. She may be distant, but she is the one you want to get closer to. And the more you try to understand her, the deeper you sink into her inner world. She does not build traps. She herself is a trap, woven from affection, understanding, and silence. The attractiveness of a Pisces woman is not a matter of form. It is a matter of feeling. She creates an atmosphere in which you want to stay. She does not fight for attention, but always gets it. Because there is no falsehood, fuss, or desire to be someone else in her. Her femininity is acceptance. Her body is an instrument for expressing the soul, and her look is quiet magic from which it is impossible to hide. The second sign is Aries. She has no doubts. An Aries woman enters, and everything around freezes. Her attractiveness is pure strength. She does not need approval, and this is what makes her irresistible. There is no game in her. She does not give hints, she declares. She has a direct energy that knocks you off your feet faster than any look. When she laughs, it's sincere. When she walks, it's confident. When she chooses, it's final. An Aries woman doesn't pretend. She doesn't wear masks, doesn't change her character for someone else. She lives by her own rules, and this commands respect. Her attractiveness is not only her appearance, but also her internal vertical, which is impossible not to notice. Her gestures are quick, her voice is clear, her decisions are instant. She doesn't need permission. She's already one step ahead. And that's what excites. It's impossible to relax around her, but you want to be worthy. She won't wait. She makes the first move. She doesn't need compliments, but she hears them all the time, because her charisma defies explanation. She can be bold, but her boldness is aesthetic. She can argue, but her arguments are attractive. She can be harsh, but there is style in it. She is the kind that cannot be controlled, and this is what makes her the most desirable. She is full of action energy. She will not have complex dialogues about feelings. She will show them. She will not hint. She will say. She does not wait for an opportunity. She creates it. And all this makes her the brightest figure in the crowd. She is remembered, even if she was seen only once. Her name remains in the memory, her smell in the mind, her energy in the body. The Aries woman is not afraid to be the first, and this causes envy and lust at the same time. There are no standards in her beauty, but there is pressure, temperament, passion. Her appearance is like an extension of her character. She can be different, but always alive. There is a spark in her gaze, will in her movements, directness in her words. She does not strive to please, but this is what makes her a standard. And the more you're around, the more you feel that you do not control the situation, because she does not allow herself to be controlled. But she is capable of absolute fidelity if she feels the power nearby. She should not be held back, but admired. Because the Aries woman is not a companion, but a whirlwind, not a background, but a flame. She is not an ornament. She is the main stage. The third sign is Taurus. Her beauty inspires confidence. The Taurus woman knows how to be so integral that everything seems stable next to her. She does not speak loudly, but she is heard. She does not move quickly, but it is her steps that create the rhythm. There is no fuss in her. Her attractiveness is in the feeling of stability, reliability, maturity. She knows who she is and does not try to prove it to anyone. The Taurus woman has an amazing sensual presence. Her body, voice, movements, everything seems to be created to arouse desire. But she does not provoke. She just is. Her beauty is bodily, physical, confident. She has precise forms, a rich look, slow gestures. She is in no hurry. She knows that attention will come, and it does. She does not need to be noticed. She is already inside the field of your perception. She is not afraid to be feminine. On the contrary, she manages it. Her clothes emphasize her forms. Her voice is soft but filled with strength. She knows how to be silent, and this speaks. She knows how to listen, and this emphasizes the importance of the interlocutor. She does not demand anything, but next to her you want to give, because she creates an atmosphere of safety, Her attraction is not an explosion, it is a magnet. Quiet, but inevitable. The Taurus woman does not rush to emotions, but you can feel the depth in her. She knows how to be simple without losing sophistication. She has everything in its place: hairstyle, scent, gait. She keeps her distance, but does not push away. And the more you look, the more you want to touch. Her skin, voice, manner of looking, all this hypnotizes not with appearance, but with physical reality. She does not make dramas. She does not play. She is simply present. And this drives you crazy, because in a world where everything is noisy, she is silence. In a world where everything is in a hurry, she remains. Her attractiveness is stability. There is no emptiness in her. You can't help but notice her because she doesn't disappear. She doesn't demand. She creates a space in which you want to be. A Taurus woman is not an image. She is a state. She is not bright. She is deep. She is not sharp. She is rich. You won't forget her because she doesn't let go. She doesn't call, but the call is heard. And the longer you are with her, the stronger the desire to stay. Not because you have to, but because you want to. The fourth sign is Virgo. She enters the room, and men's glances shift as if under the influence of gravity. The Virgo woman does not seek attention, but it is precisely this restraint and intellectual confidence that make her an object of desire. Her attractiveness is built not on external expansion, but on the purity of lines, posture, grooming, and absolute clarity in the eyes. There is not a single casual gesture, not a single careless phrase. Everything is verified, clear, strict, and at the same time fascinating. A woman of this sign does not chase fashion, but always looks relevant. Her style is integrity and sophistication. She knows how to combine minimalism with details that emphasize the figure without doing it obsessively. She never emphasizes the external for the sake of attention. She emphasizes what is in harmony with her features. It can be a thin line of eyebrows, muted makeup with an emphasis on the eyes, or perfect nails. Everything that speaks of neatness, pedantry, taste. The mind of this woman is the main magnet. She can speak briefly, but every word she says catches. She does not speak loudly, but people listen to her. She immediately sees a weak spot in a man, and either carefully bypasses it or presses it precisely. Her intonations and pauses cause more desire than any compliments. She can be businesslike, strict, detached, and this is what provokes interest. After all, the more inaccessible Virgo seems, the stronger the hunter's instinct is in those who are nearby. Men see in her the image of someone who can become not just a lover, but a woman with whom it is worth rethinking everything. It is impossible to deceive her. She immediately reads the lie. She does not need banal flirting. She catches the vibrations of true interest, even if it is disguised. She loves with her eyes, but chooses with her mind. She does not make the first move, but one look from her can make a man walk halfway around the world. Her appearance is a form, and the essence is in her self-sufficiency. Even if she is outwardly silent, inside this woman a cold flame burns, logic, dignity, internal control. And this, paradoxically, excites. You want to unravel her. You want to awaken emotion in her, to feel that it is for you that she will soften her voice, allow you to touch her, smile differently than everyone else. But to get this, you need to be at your best. Her body radiates health and order. She knows how to keep her back, how to walk, how not to rush. There is a rhythm in her gait in which you want to dissolve. She can be in a white shirt and jeans and look sexier than a woman in a red dress, because there is no fuss in her. Everything about her is about control, stability, depth. She does not put herself on display. She is simply present, and that is enough. The Virgo woman is attractive because she is unattainable. She is not interested in casual relationships. Her choice is rare. She falls in love not with appearance, but with intellect, character, actions. And if you get into her circle, it means there is something more to you. She will never be there out of pity or habit. Her love is the result of selection, observation, analysis. And when she decides, she becomes the very woman who is not forgotten. Men remember her not because she was brighter than everyone else, but because after her, others seem superficial. She leaves a feeling of an ideal to which you want to return, even after years. Her name is remembered in moments of silence when there is no one around. Because the Virgo woman is not just beautiful. She is the standard of the inner standard to which the most worthy unconsciously strive. The fifth sign is Aquarius. If a woman whose energy breaks the mold appears in a crowd, it's her. An Aquarius woman stands out immediately, even if she's dressed modestly. There's something about her that can't be faked. Freedom in behavior, ease of posture, impeccable sense of style, and the ability to be timeless. She doesn't try to be attractive. She simply exists outside the rules. And that's what makes her the most desirable for those who are tired of the banal. She can wear something that would look strange on others and turn it into a fashionable formula. Aquarius is the queen of non-standard details: a scarf, a brooch, a vintage bag, or an unusual cut of clothing. Everything about her works to create an image that's impossible to repeat. She doesn't need confirmation of her beauty, but at the same time, each of her images becomes a reason for discussion. She's like art. She irritates some, delights others, but no one is indifferent. This woman's intellect is a separate world. She thinks differently, speaks differently, sees deeper. Her jokes are subtle, and her reasoning is bold. Men are attracted by her inner peace against the background of a complete rejection of patterns. She can be a philosopher, a rebel, a dreamer, and an analyst, all at once. She does not try to please. But this is exactly what arouses interest. It is impossible to predict a reaction with her. It is impossible to control, and this excites. An Aquarius woman can be easy and talkative, but she does not let you go deep right away. You need to earn it. She does not build walls, but sets boundaries. Her attractiveness is in the freedom to be herself, without adjusting. She can laugh, flirt, be silent, philosophize, and all this is natural. She cannot be put into a frame, and the more they try, the further she goes. This is not coldness. It is a principle. Physically, she often stands out, even if she is not ideal according to classical canons. Her gait, voice, gestures, everything lives separately from boring standards. Her body speaks of freedom. There is no stiffness in it. She moves like a dancer, lives in the rhythm of her emotions. She can be fragile and strong. She may not be wearing makeup, but her eyes will sparkle so much that you turn around. She does not dictate, but her style is copied. Men get lost next to her because they cannot catch the code. She can disappear, and this will be remembered. She can be near, and at the same time, unattainable. This is a woman experience, a woman book that cannot be read in an evening. She does not give simple answers, but gives a feeling of flight. Her attraction is that she is not fixed. She is movement, wind, freshness, impulse. And next to her you do not age. Men call her strange, mysterious, unique, but most often, irreplaceable. Because after her it is difficult to look at others. She does not promise eternity, but her fleetingness is etched in the memory forever. She doesn't tie you down, doesn't control you, doesn't push you. She just is. And if she chooses you, it means you're capable of more. Her attention is a sign of recognition. Her choice is a challenge. And that's all she is.